All right, guys, welcome to another match video. I'm joined with Tyler again. You want to say hi, Tyler, this time?
Hello.
So we have BanG Dream versus Cinderella Girls. The Cinderella Girls player is David from the Ileana group. He's actually playing the English version of the deck because at our locals we allow English decks and Japanese decks mix. But the English decks, I believe, follow the English ban list, which there is none. So he has some cards that normally can't be mixed in Japanese together. I think it's the Yellow Ricky and
Yeah, the Ricky's on the list was
Rin,
something,
right?
and I can't remember what.
Yeah, I think it's Ricky Kome and the level 0 Rin Akatsuki.
Probably.
Which, yeah, that's what he has. I'm pretty sure.
I haven't looked at it in a long time.
Yeah, so this matchup is like pretty good for me, I think, for BanG Dream playing the blue-red deck. Tyler played tested a bunch with me, so he knows how good it is. Yeah. The deck has just like so many good openings for level 0 that like you should always hit some kind of plussing 0. Honestly, I think maybe the worst plussing 0 is the runner, just because we have 4 events in the deck.
No, right. The worst plussing 0 is because you could never hit it.
Yeah, I'm really good at milling events with that 0. I think this tournament though, I didn't. The only time I missed was like when I milled like a climax, which I'm cool with. It's only when I mill the event I'm kind of sad.
Yeah. You get the event back though, so that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, he uses the Akatsuki, or not Akatsuki,
The
Ricky effect, yeah. Get the level 1 game, yeah. His deck is, the standard blue-red. Man, I forget the combo, but it's with the red level 3.
The Neg 1 Soul?
Yeah, the Neg 1 Soul and
Right.
Burn 1, depending on what he mills, is the deck. And just so you guys know, this game goes kind of long, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We cancel a lot at 2 and stuff, and also kind of slow play. Because we're bad players.
Only the best of players here.
Yep.
The best of players always go to time.
Always.
Time strats. They win you tournaments.
So yeah. Unfortunately, he got the center up over 2-5, or I think it was exactly 2-5, and so at that point, I didn't want to trade with him there. Just the following turn I could, yeah. It's the following turn I'll just be able to trade because I have, I think the level 0 promo. So I get a tri-field here, like a god.
Not looking like you have it.
Pretty sure it's in my hand. Or I did something to be able to get over that, if I remember correctly. See, clearly the game took long because I was the slow player.
Obviously. No,
Yeah, I have it.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I think, because I forget, I'm always counting where all the characters and events are, because I hate when I ditch and I like look at the deck and I only can find one of them.
Yeah.
It's like,
does it say
very
up
sad.
to 1 of each?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
So if you only find one, you can get one.
Okay, I'm
but
just
if
making
you,
sure it was worded to where you didn't just fail if there was only 1 in there.
Yeah.
'Cause that would suck.
I don't think there's many Weiss cards worded that way, where if like you have to find both.
Trust me, there's a bunch of
do as
Yu-Gi-Oh
much as you
cards that are that are
Oh yeah, for sure.
phrased like that, and it sucks.
Yeah, things like in Magic 2 where you can just say, "Oh yeah, I failed to find," even though you have access to it.
Right.
So, yeah, here I get over center, no problem. Oh yeah, get my gate back. Hooray! Unfortunately, no red gate in there to cycle the level 1 game.
You drew 1 though, so
Yeah, which is good.
you got all the setup.
Yeah, I don't think I missed. Maybe there was like one turn I missed it the whole tournament, but I mean, yeah, being able to like recycle your level 1 game over and over again is like pretty awesome with this deck.
I think there was a test game you had against me where you got it all 4 times in a game.
Yeah, that's just like ridiculous.
Oh yeah, especially since the event is a 1-for-1.
Yeah. Get an Operation Tornado all day, every day.
So how long before they release an Angel Beats promo for the same thing?
Dang.
What do you think?
But, I mean,
what do you think would be better with it?
I'm not sure. Like, the Angel Beats doesn't have a combo to get it back, does it?
No, that's what I'm saying. They release a
remember.
promo that can get it back.
Oh yeah, dude. But then you need that level 0, like BanG Dream. Like the whole reason this level 1 game I think is the best level 1 game in BanG Dream is because of the promo. It makes it so consistent, and you just mill 2 cards out of your deck. And then the card gives power too, which is like pretty ridiculous. And like almost every game that the power actually mattered. Like I was able to get over the center because of the power it gave.
It's 1,000 buff, right?
Yeah, it's 1,000.
Okay.
It's not a lot, but it's enough.
Yeah, that's plenty enough. Now, how many Minamis does he have? Oh. Because those just look like... Your field just looks like free reverses for him.
Yeah, I think, though, he misses the combo here. Or maybe just... Yeah, because I don't think... If I remember correctly, he doesn't play the second Minami, which is, like... Clearly, he's not going to play the combo this turn. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he just didn't have it.
That always
Pretty
sucks.
sure the following turn he gets it off, though. I know. One thing about like what I love so much about this BanG Dream level 1 game is you can kind of just ignore what your opponent's doing for the most part because you get around anti-salvage.
Right.
Your combo doesn't need to reverse anything, and then your combo also gets relatively big too.
Yeah.
You can
at minimum
like
it's
basically
7/5s.
7/5s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is a lot. And like even without the climax, the card it gets up to like 6/5. I've played in the correct order, so it can still like run over things. It's pretty crazy.
And 7/5 with the climax, that's about as big as Aaron gets.
Yeah,
so you're probably gonna
that's like what.
something.
Yeah, and I don't even need to reverse anything, which is great. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think I'm just deciding whether to use the effect or not, which I do. I end up getting the
combo back. I would assume.
the level 2. Oh no,
Oh, the promo.
I think I end up getting the level 2 support, because I know he's running red blue, and in Cinderella Girls there is the 2/3 event counter, where they can rest your character if they have 2 red and 2 blue on the field, and I remember seeing that at some point, like in his waiting room.
Gotcha.
So I remember this counter was going to be important.
As an Attack on
if
Titan
you're
player, mainly, I was so sad to find out that blocks events.
Yeah, that's the whole reason that card's so good. I mean, just it guarantees you the reverse for what's her name, Yukina, right?
Right.
So, yeah, it guarantees like 1 lane for the reverse at least, which is really important. I think in English though, I think we both kind of agree the Kamui. Or was her name Kamui? Kazumi, yeah. The level 3 is probably going to be better.
Only because Attack on Titan is 30% of the field.
Yeah.
If
It's kind of really annoying to be able to reverse stuff when Attack on Titan exists with their 1/0 counters.
right.
You just run away all game.
Unless just everybody decides to play Persona.
That'd be nice.
It is pretty popular. This also assuming
ever
they don't push
releases
it back
too.
last minute.
Yeah.
Last minute.
Like on second thought, we're just not gonna print this anymore. We give up on it. Man, that runner has been there for like 3 turns. So much value off that runner.
Yeah. Has he just not been... Was he just not able to find a way to get over it? I'm not too
pretty much. He
familiar
didn't
with
want to play
Cinderella
his
Girls.
other Minami because he was looking to save it for when he has the combo, which is the whole reason he didn't really play the Minami.
Gotcha.
And I guess in a way too, I'm gonna run over that level 0 no matter what.
Right.
for the most part. So it basically guarantees a lane where he's going to be able to reverse something. Because even though on attack my level 1 combo gets pretty big, on defense it's like garbage. So it's like guaranteed to get over.
I'm not sure how bad it is being 4-5. Because while, yeah, you're getting farmed for reverses, you're usually hitting one character off of the event. So you can usually get it back.
Yeah.
On average, you're usually hitting 2.
Oh yeah, and then I think I kind of messed up here calculating powers because I forgot the Rin. Is it? I forget her name.
I'm not the one to be asking.
Yeah. She gives 1,000 power to center, which I totally forgot about.
Ouch.
Yeah, so when I like attacked into this, I was like, wait, how big is it? I'm like, oh, well, I guess I screwed up this one.
Whoops.
Yeah, I basically ran into that 2K counter when I thought I was out of
Ouch.
range of it, but apparently I was not.
Ouch. So now we just need to start counting the turns that runner's in the back row, right?
Of course.
Is that your second Yukina that went to stock?
Might have been.
I think it triggered one last turn. Wasn't paying too much attention.
Yeah, I have one in hand that I salvaged earlier.
Right.
But I think 2's in there.
That feel went too much hand.
Yeah, I think I discard a lot this game too, or maybe it was like for the finals against Nisekoi, because I think I hit a 3 brainstorm in that finals, and then the very next, like at the end of that turn, I was like discard 5 or something ridiculous.
Yeah, I saw that one actually. That was.
Yeah, he was saving it for this so he can get that off. Oh man, he better have the combo. I'm pretty sure he has it now.
Okay, with 3 of them on field, yeah, he's got it. Could have been a nice guy and ran a center.
You're right.
You even hit it too.
Yeah, I think at this point I was completely out, so I was gonna mill it no matter what. But let's just not move the center as much as I want to move that up. I think I was thinking actually about moving it to center and giving him the +1, just because I was just thinking
wanting
about
to take less damage.
The damage that was coming in, whether I want to -1 or not. I think I ended up deciding not to because what's it called? I figured he was gonna overswing after that.
Yeah, if he was keeping track, he probably could have just attacked center first, ran you out of climaxes. Just gotten a guaranteed 4. Thankfully, his deck was pretty small, so he wasn't able to +2 hard off of it.
Yeah.
Really limits his options as to what he can get.
Yeah, in those situations too, I don't even know if the play you're looking at is to mill as little as possible and end up with 1 card left in deck so the climax goes back in, or you just go ahead and just mill a lot. I think in those situations it's always like a really hard call.
I've always called it based on where my climaxes are, because usually having just 1 card left in deck is fine if it's damage. But then there's all 8 in your waiting room. But if you're holding on to 1, maybe it's better to just rip all the way through it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I played it different at different games, so.
Yeah, I think at this point he's out 3 climaxes anyway because he ripped one off from the Minami effect, I believe. I believe that's what happened, and then he just triggered one as well.
The Minami stay at 4-5 on your turn, right?
Yeah.
Alright. I should probably learn this matchup.
Yeah, if you plan to play in English events, you'll probably see someone with this deck.
Last English regional, I only saw one Cinderella Girls player. I didn't know Minami existed, and that's a good thing because he never got it off. And then he got nervous at level 3 and forgot to burn one off of a "you may burn one" effect, and I lived because of it.
Nice. Yeah, I think Hero just trying to figure out how to set up playing my early play because I just played the set 1 red 4 more music characters. I can early play it and it just heals and it's just 3/2 10k.
Right.
Very vanilla. It's just an easy early play because I tried for a while with the change into the running one and it just like never felt good.
Yeah, that usually takes up a lot of hand too.
Yeah.
It's really good in standby, however.
Yeah.
Anytime you're having to pay the 1 and discard the 2, it's...
This is me looking at my hand going, where's my gate? I'm just like sad. I can't just combo off this again.
Have you tried playing the Arisa that on whenever it's attacked it pulls the punish burner?
Oh, I don't own it. That's the why I haven't tried it yet. But I was thinking of swapping that out, cutting a counter down and adding that into the deck with the when it gets front attacked I can change into it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because that seemed like pretty good.
I know Japan's running it quite a bit.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of lists playing the level 3. They're not playing like any real in-game other than that, along with the early play blue gate combo that gives -1 soul to 2 places during opponent's attack phase.
Right. I've seen a couple lists that were also running the pastel restand something else one.
Oh yeah, I've seen a couple of those lists too. Those are like the most popular lists I've seen running around mostly. But it's probably going to be a little while till anyone figures out like what the defining meta deck is. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some amount of red in it because I think this red combo is so good. The promo like tripled in price overnight basically.
Yeah, I can't see the meta build being something other than including red.
Yeah.
I imagine it'll also splash yellow somewhere in there too because Musashi's just too good.
Yeah, I really want to find a way to splash enough yellow in this to add Musashi into the deck, but I don't know if that's going to be possible, really.
Just run 4 of the those 0/0s that go to stock. Use that.
That's what I want to do, but I love the blue bomb from the TD. It's so good. That's part of my blue leveling up. I only have so much blue in the deck.
Yeah. Other than the early play, what blue are you... not the early play, the early play bomb. Other than the early play bomb, what blue are you playing past level 1?
I play the 2/1 bottom decker for those Vivid Strike matchups.
That's the one that I was talking about.
Yeah, and then the also the counter, I guess, which is not...
That doesn't need
really
blue,
important. Yeah, I think that's basically it in the level 3 Yukina. So it's kind of important for me to get blue at least there. I do have room to cut. I think, this version of the deck I do run 3 1/0 counters because I wasn't sure what to put in, and I was like, screw it, this will protect my very vanilla early play.
Yeah.
If they don't use a counter on it or something.
I usually see those used on those LA clones, the one you have in the center there.
Yeah, whenever I can get value off of that. It's like the worst card. I feel like it's the worst card in the deck, though. It was at 3 at one point, then I ended up cutting it to a 2.
It's the best card that's not your combo.
I guess.
And your combo pales and is just so much better. Is a better way to put it.
Yeah. I think this is here is when we kind of get stuck at 2 for a while.
Yeah. You triple canceled last turn, didn't you?
Yeah. And then this part too, I got kind of screwed. I decided not to salvage the 2/1 bottom decker because I was like, I don't think there's any real early plays in this deck other than Anzu, and I don't really care about it. And then he early plays this, and I was like, oh crap, I forgot that was a thing. And then he proceeds to get, I think like every turn after this, he just gets the combo every turn. And then like for the rest of the game, the center just has -1 soul, and I'm just like really sad. I'm like forced to play climaxes like every turn to do anything about that.
That's awful. He really launched that thing at you too.
Yeah.
I bet you remembered it then.
Yep. I think luckily off of this too, I get a couple turns of just plussing off of the level 3 because he never kills my level 3.
That's good at least.
I guess, yeah. I guess he just kind of assumes that I'll have a backup or something to protect it. Because I mean, it's only 10k power. He could have just moved it.
I mean, 10k is still not
center.
small for a level 2, essentially.
Yeah, 10k is like kind of scary, but it's not like unreasonable nowadays to be able to get over 10k or match it at least.
Right. I guess it all just depends on the matchup. Like I know in the mirror they've got ways to get over it. Attack on Titan obviously has ways to get over it. Trying to think of things that also have level 1s that can get over 10k.
Oh yeah, here I used my 2k counter to save my 1-0 because he pumped the level 0 up so much. Man, that 4-5.
Also,
so
that
weak.
runner is still there.
Yep, forever. It's just gonna mill cards the rest of the game, basically. I don't have it. Well, actually, I think after this turn, I play the 2/1 level support. But yeah, I mean, my back row is basically always has an open spot for the most part, so it doesn't matter what's back there. It's kind of just used to play extra cards there, like the 0 PR, so that way after I play my field in the front, I can give them all a buff or whatever. Since Kasumi level 1 combo like gains 1k when another music character comes into play up to 2 times.
Right.
Yeah. And then like a global 500 or anything is like pretty useless. I think the only other card I would consider like playing as a support for back row for the early part of the game would be the one that lets you top check when you play a character. And I think it gives like 500 power in front. And I think the new one too gives like tap gives something 1k, which is not bad, I guess.
Arisa?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's also blue fix.
Yeah.
How much do you hate that level assist is tap 2 though?
It sucks. You just got to make the decision what's more important.
Yeah.
Luckily in this scenario it doesn't really matter that much, so if I want to brainstorm I can since he has 2 open slots,
Yeah, I personally haven't tested or theorized with it, but I imagine it would have been far more fun to play if it was just like pay 1 tab self, target one of your characters. That way you could still brainstorm if you needed.
Yeah, I don't know how much like pay 1 tap would hurt that card as much.
Yeah.
But because there's some scenarios where you just need the stock just for the in-game stuff. But
right.
I mean, I could see that being like better too at the same time, just being able to only tap itself.
You get to be able to brainstorm, but then it makes the anti-backup into a 2-stock investment.
Yeah.
Which I guess is fine if you have your full end game on board and then another stock to just guarantee your reverse.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember this. This is I thought I was gonna get him to level 3 finally, but now he just decides to cancel. So.
Dealt a grand total of 2 damage.
Yep, this happens when people are compressed or kind of silly like me and attacking the empty slot for 4. But whatever.
Oh well.
This just kind of buys me a lot of time too, just to build a lot of stock too, since we both stay at level 2 for so long.
Right. Makes it a lot easier to field 3 Yukinas if need be.
Yeah.
As expensive as that is. I can't wait till the inevitable point where somebody fields 3 Yukinas, has all of the resources to get it off, and their opponent cancels all of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you only need 9 stock at the start of your turn to do it, since...
Is it discard
wait,
1
is
or
it-
discard 2?
It's discard 2. It's pay 3, discard 2.
Okay.
Wait, is that right? 9? Or is it more than 9? 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's
more
9.
than 9, right?
No,
It's
no, it's
9?
9. You're
Okay.
right.
No. Okay, yeah. Because it's after you reverse something. I mean, if that happens and someone just like plays the 3 and then plays the climax, I just probably scoop from that point. Like you're like, take 3, burn 2, burn 2, take 3, burn 2, burn 2, and you're just like, how are you not dead at that point?
It just seems unfair with it being burn 2, because with the climax you're doing at minimum 7 damage, which is conveniently a
Yeah.
level's worth of damage.
Triggers that blue gate and has no red stock sold to salvage. So sad.
So sad.
Yeah, he's able to pay it out though. Oh man, burn 1 and then cancel. Look at this. Look at this. Double climax
Elite.
stack. I'm such a cheater.
Elite plays right there. Only the best.
God, we're still both level 2.
Did I see him mill off one of the Anastasias? I think I did.
Wait, possibly. I mean, he has the level 3 Anastasia in the deck.
Oh, I've just never seen him play it. Granted, I've also only played against that version of that deck of him, or piloted by him, like 3 times. Maybe it just didn't come up.
Yeah, I mean, the red end game is like pretty good already by itself. So, I mean, especially if you're gonna early play it like this, and it's just like forever like 14k in the center, and it's like the saddest thing ever. I can't deal with it.
Right.
Yes, more early play level 3s. Great.
Man,
See, scenarios.
if you ever
Go
decide to not play the gate after having your events out in the open like that, somebody's gonna read you like a book.
I always leave them out so I can keep count of them, but I wonder if someone's gonna yell at me for that sometime. But
I mean, yeah, somebody could shark you, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
you decide not to play the gate because you think salvaging 1 isn't enough to be
Yeah.
over swinging for, and then somebody just reads that you're out of climax.
So scenarios like this too are pretty good for when you have like double early play out and you have the anti-event counter
Right.
up too. You just give one of them it, and then you just have the empty lane attack as well as the level 3. And then if they decide to spend resources to kill off your other level 3, you don't really care at that point because you've already gotten all your attacks in.
Right. I think that center lane is trying to tie your runner for most time spent on field.
Pretty much. I think it's there until the end of the game. I don't think it ever dies ever since he played it. So just like 14k is
It
kind
gets a
of
power.
annoying.
It gets a power buff too,
Yeah,
right?
it gains. I think it's 3k or 2k. I forget. I just remember it being like 13 or 14, and it was just like always out of range. Where I mean, if he has any counter or anything, I just lose.
Right.
And then even if I put my early play in front of it, the highest I get up to is 12-5 without climax.
Mm.
So
Not specifically talking about this game, but has that Neg 1 Soul wall ever helped you?
Yeah, actually, I think it helped me in this game too, maybe. But occasionally, this is why like I don't know what other people really think. I always think like -1 soul is just not good enough because
I'm glad I'm
really
not
weird
alone in that.
scenarios. Yeah, there's really weird scenarios where you're just helping your opponent hit for exact damage,
Right.
which
Like I
is
would have
really hard
swung
to, like,
for 4,
foresee.
but now I'm swinging for 3. You're going to take 3, but cancel 4. Cool.
Yeah.
Or it just allows him to ping the last 1 off of a level 1 that was boosted by a 1k1 or whatever.
Yeah.
It just seems a lot more common than you would think.
Yeah, I think minus soul is like pretty solid at level 2, or even when you're a 3-0
Right.
as a choice. It's pretty good, but I mean, outside of that, I always feel it's like really risky at times.
There's always
at
a
level
threshold
3.
where taking less damage becomes bad,
Yeah,
and taking
yeah,
more damage
unless it
becomes
guarantees
good.
you live. Yeah,
Like level 0, somebody swings for 6 off of like a 2 soul slam a climax because they're out of climax and you just eat it. That's bad.
yeah,
If that happens like much later on, whenever you're compressed, that's good. It no longer becomes pushing for a lot of damage. It's over swinging. Or if they're swinging for 1 early game, that's bad. Whereas late game, it's good.
yeah.
There's always a different threshold depending on what the state
Yeah, I
of the
remember
game
this.
is.
He was doing the climax combo thing. He took a long time to think about leaving everything the same exact order. I was just like, okay.
You've always got to evaluate your options, I guess.
Yeah, and then trigger blue gate. Guess that's what he was really thinking about if he wanted the stock soul again.
Right. I mean, it seems pretty likely that he would live the next turn. And then you have been pretty unsuccessful in getting the Neg 1 soul off the board. But here you are sitting at 2.
Yeah, I'm just so
refusing
compressed at
to
this point.
move.
I feel, yeah, I think my deck was like 20 cards or something. I just had so much stock, and then I ended up refreshing. Or do I clock myself here to go to 3? I don't remember. I guess we'll see here. I think I did, or maybe I didn't. I don't remember now. I probably didn't. So I think I just spent one more turn at 2, and then kill him the following turn, maybe. Oh wait.
You were thinking about it.
Yeah.
What is that? Like,
It's probably I was
7 left in deck?
counting. Yeah, 3. No, I think 6. But yeah, I think I was thinking if there was a blue gate in the deck, because I think I'm looking for that. Because if I can get the blue gate off of this clock, then I can.
oh no,
probably
yeah,
go for game.
I remember this. I remember you don't. This is whenever I showed up to start watching. Yeah, you don't clock. And then you play the event and you end up milling the pants you were looking for.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Because I was like, I'll play the safe route instead of going for game. Yeah, I remember this now. Yeah.
And then the camera cuts out at some point.
Yeah, I think
Spoilers.
it cuts out in like the next like 4 or 5 minutes from now. Cause it's only like the last minute of the game, but we started back up and I stitched the video together. That magical editing. Ooh.
Yeah, you can see right here that Neg 1 soul wall. Your early play is now just pinging for 1 if you need it.
Yeah.
Which could have been.
I guess also in this scenario too is kind of annoying because I had to move my level 3 there because my deck doesn't have a lot of triggers. So I basically, if I want to deal any damage with that attack,
Right.
I have to put it here. Dang. See, that -1 saved him. No. Would have hit for 3, would have been game. Wonder if he draws a climax off of this after this though.
I bet he does. I bet the angle's terrible and we never find out.
Probably.
Let's just say he does. And at this point, you're just super compressed.
I want to see. Oh, he moved the card. I don't know where it is now. It's not on the very top.
Oh well. Didn't you say you ended this game with like 13 stock?
Yeah,
Nice.
I think going into level 3, I had 13 stock, or 13 or 14. But also, I think at this point too, my deck was like 20 cards and 8 climaxes, and I was like just enough to still die.
Super compressed.
I think
now he's got 2 of those
cuts
neg
out
one
pretty
souls.
soon.
Assuming he has the climax, which I think he... right.
Yeah, he picked it
right.
up last turn, so...
Couldn't remember if I saw him discard it off of something or not. Somebody on your end sounds like they're in a lot of trouble.
No, yeah, I live downtown, so there's always like police and like fire department going around.
So this end game of his would have been very scary if you weren't as compressed as you were.
Yeah, I was like pretty sure I was gonna live unless, you know, I get Weiss here and like all 8 climaxes are on the bottom.
Right. Those burn ones could just like snipe out your climaxes. Is it burn one on play or is it on a attack?
It's on mill. It has to reveal a red.
Gotcha.
And then if it reveals a blue, it gains the power -1 soul.
Right.
Oh, that. Oh, cancel. So good.
Pure skill.
This is where
I mean,
I messed up.
It kind of is skill at this point because you did have to work to get your deck into that shape.
This is where I messed up though too, which I guess could have cost me the game if he wasn't already at like 3-5 or whatever. At this point, I thought he used the climax combo on both of his level 3. I can't remember her name. It's not Mika, right?
I have no idea. I know Anastasia, and that's it.
I thought he used it on both of those characters, so I assumed, that's when it cut it out, and we moved all that stuff around, and I played the climax. But at that point, I thought I was getting -1 soul there, but I wasn't. I was like, oops, my bad. Probably shouldn't have played it there then. Yeah, this is where he points it out. I was like, oh shit, you didn't use it there.
Whoops.
It's alright.
You see my beautiful camera work of it just slowly going off.
Oh yeah, and this is where I didn't grab the blue gate, so I can't even use the combo.
Right. I'm telling you, that combo is awful. It's just trash. You either don't draw it or you kill without the burns. And the 2 just
we
sticks
did it, guys. We got there.
That's all it takes.
Yep. Oh man. So yeah, it was a pretty good match. I didn't think we'd just cancel like gods, both of us, but
you did.
Somehow.
Hence the 40-minute mark.
Yeah. Oh my god. That and we were both kind of playing really slow in our decision making.
True.
Yeah. But I really like this version of the BanG Dream deck. There's just like some small changes I want to do, and it'll probably feel like really good from there. Right. I mean, you've played it against it a bunch. What do you think of it?
Yeah, for JP, the Yukina is probably better than the Cosme, but the Cosme is still really, really good. And if you put in the Cosme again, you could probably take out a lot of the blue and fit in the yellow.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If I end up going that route, or maybe even in English, I'll just cut the blue and just play yellow. That way I get the stock bombs that go to stock as well.
Right.
If my opponent plays a climax, so I can play around level 1 climaxes a little bit better.
Yeah, and then you're not really losing much by cutting all of the blue because they have the stock anti-change bomb as well.
Yeah.
With the really weird climax combo too.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird combo. I don't think anyone will really be using it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that concludes this video, guys. Thanks for sticking around. Later. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to support our content, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, as it does help us to grow. And if you're feeling a little bit more generous, check out our Patreon at patreon.com/burn1.